Good morning, students. In the last class, we discussing about the measures of dispersion. So we have a different measures here: the range, interquartile and quartile deviation, mean deviation, standard deviation, and coefficient of variation. The first two methods of the dispersion discussed about the range and quartile deviation are not purely measures of, because here we are not considering the complete values here. Means in the range, what we did, so we are calculated only lowest, means the smallest and the largest. We have considered only two extremes, two values: lowest value and the largest value, lower limit and upper limit. And in case of like interquartile and the quartile deviation, we consider only two quartiles here, that is q1 and q3. But in the case here we consider only two cases, but to study the entire characteristics of the distribution, we need to consider the each and every element. Deviation must be taken from all the variables, means the deviation must be taken from an average. The measure which takes into an account all the mean deviation q, means ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಎಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ವೇರಿಯೇಬಲ್ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರೇಷನ್ ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋಂಥದ್ದು mean deviation ಮತ್ತೆ standard deviation. So already we solved the range formula: largest minus smallest, same coefficient of range L minus S divided by L plus S. So same we applied for individual, discrete and continuous series, because we will not consider the frequency in discrete and we will not consider the frequency in continuous series. Always in the all three methods we only take the lowest and highest values. Then we discussed about the quartile Q3 minus Q1 and the Q3 minus Q1 divided by Q3. Same the quartiles, how we apply the same formula, calculate quartile, then apply this quartile deviation. So as I told in the mean deviation is we are not taking the complete observations in the range and in the quartile deviation. The mean deviation is also nothing but the average deviation, is the average of deviations ignoring signs. Take an example that, for example, if I take the average percentage of your class, for example, average percentage is 80%. So while taking that, so if I want to take a deviation, one student scored 75%, another student scored 85%. So while calculating, I will tell that minus 5% is deviated, and the other person who scored 85, I will tell that he scored above the average, means plus 5% more than that. I will tell that below the average. The average is 80%. But while calculating mean deviation, we will not tell that if he scored like plus or minus, we will tell that we will ignore the sign. The deviation is 5%. It is positive, negative, they will not bother. Like the deviation is 5% is vary from the average. So we'll ignore the signs. In simple words, arithmetic average of the deviation ignoring signs from the mean, median and mode. To calculate mean deviation, we have a formula. This for all three we have same formula, just only slight variation. The formula for calculating mean deviation under individual series: summation of modulus d by n. As I told that we will ignore the signs. Means the d means the bar in between the two bars in between d. We call this is we read this as modulus of d. How to calculate this modulus of d? That is calculated x minus x bar or x minus me. Means we will calculate the mean deviation by mean, median and mode. If you calculate mean deviation, we will take the d formula is x minus x bar. If you are applying median, we will calculate x minus me. Me means median. If you are calculating x minus z mode, but we will ignore the signs. You don't need to worry about these steps. Same mean and median what we follow, we can go with that. And for the discrete series, for individual series, we will not have any frequency, but here the frequency will come. We will multiply with the summation of f into modulus of t by n. If we're going with mean, we'll take x minus x bar. If we're going with the median, x minus x median and x minus. So that's how we go. And for the continuous series also it's same. there is no difference in continuous series, because instead of only difference is instead of x we'll take in a mid value, because we won't get the x value here. Instead we get the range like 10 to 20, 20 to 30. So we will find out the mid value or midpoint. Just note down these three formulas. MD is equal to summation of modulus d by n, where modulus d is equal to x minus x bar or x minus median. Again, for discrete and continuous series, m is equal to summation of f into modulus d by n. So d is nothing but x minus median or x minus mode or x minus mean. For this one again same formula, but d will change. Instead of there like in discrete series we consider x minus x bar, but here we'll take m minus x bar. Along with that, just note down these three formulas also. That is a mean deviation we calculated using median, mean, mode, whatever. So to find out the coefficient, we'll use these formulas. If it is based on the mean, we'll go with the mean deviation by mean. If it is based on the median, we'll go mean deviation by median. If it is based on the mode, we'll go with mean deviation by. So just we'll take that one. Now we'll go with the first problem. Here, the following are the marks obtained by 10 students in an examination. Find the mean deviation about mean and median. Also find the coefficient of mean. In examination, they may ask that find the mean deviation about mean, median, mode. They may ask all three in a single question, or for 6 marks, they can ask it about mean deviation about mean. So if they ask that only mean means you need to calculate only through mean. If they ask that mean and median, you need to calculate in both the method. If they ask three, mean, median, and mode, you need to calculate all three. Here, the data is given. The following are the marks obtained by 10 students. So we need to find out the mean deviation by mean and median. So first analyze the data. Here they given the students' roll number and the marks. What kind of data is this? This is an individual series. Just I will repeat it again. As I already cleared in the class that to confuse you, some cases they will give the students' roll number, month and year. So here these numbers are unique. This is not the frequency. Just to identification they given this roll number 1, because roll number 1 is like in a class only one person will be there. The roll number 2 in a class only one person will be there. These are marks for that. This is only variable. Instead, if they given that number of students, then we can consider this is frequency. Number of students is nothing but 60 marks scored by 1, 55 scored by 2. When they given the number of students, this is not the number of students, this is the student's roll number. That's a unique number. So this is individual series. So we need to calculate mean deviation using the mean first. I will calculate the arithmetic mean. What is the formula? Formula is x bar is equal to summation of x by n. So we need to find out the x bar first. X bar summation of x by n. Summation of x is total of x. We get 600 divided by n is equal to number of variables. It's not the total of in discrete series we take the frequencies total as n, but here this. So we get the 60 and the mean deviation. The formula of mean deviation in individual series summation modulus d by n. So how will get it modulus d means? Modulus d is could be on a formula x minus x bar in case of mean. How it is calculated? See, what is x here? Once again. Let me take a cursor. Okay. What is x here? 60 minus what is x bar we got? 60. 0. Next, what is x? 55 minus x bar 60. We'll get minus 5. Correct? But as I already told that whenever we're taking modulus, we need to ignore the signs. If it is coming plus, minus, whatever, we'll consider only numeric, we will not consider the signs. So the answer is here 5. So same, we need to calculate x is 75 minus 60, 15 we'll get. So we'll get the summation of modulus d, that is equal to 106. 106 divided by n, we'll get the 10.6 is the mean deviation. Then we have a formula to calculate the coefficient of mean deviation. Coefficient of mean deviation is equal to, if you're calculating through mean deviation divided by mean is equal to 10.6 divided by 60 is equal to 0.1766. Same we'll go with the median. How will calculate median? What is the first step in median? We need to arrange the data in ascending order. Whatever the data they given here, we have arranged the data, whatever here they given 60, 50, we have arranged the data in ascending order. After arranging the data, we need to find the size, median size of n plus 1 by 2. What is the total number here? We have 10 plus 1 by 2, that is 11 by 2, we got 5.5. We'll get 5.5. So we need to find out 5.5th item in the series, in the arranged series. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.5. It means the data, the median lies between this 55 and 56. You can't directly take this like in between 50. So we have a formula. The fifth item is 55 plus the 0.5 lies between these two. What is the difference? Sixth item minus fifth item. It means 56 minus 50 you will get. So we solved these kinds in the previous classes. So we got the median is 55.5. Now whatever the median we got here, just apply the formula to calculate median. Modulus d is equal to x minus median. Same. What is the x here? 44 minus 55.51 is the median. How much we'll get? We'll get minus 11.5. Since you are considering in a modulus, so we will not take in a minus sign. That is 11.5. If you work like this for all, we'll get all the values. Then if we total that, we'll get the modulus of d. Then the mean deviation about modulus. The formula, summation of modulus d by n. So we got 9.8. Then coefficient, whichever the method, whichever the mode you use, you have to take that one. If you're using mean, take the mean deviation by mean. If you're taking median, take median. So you'll get the answer is 0.765. We'll go to the next problem. Find out the value of mean deviation and its coefficient from the following data. So we'll solve it for assignment. They're given the values here, direct values. Just find out first mean. After that, find out the modulus of d, that is x minus mean. You'll get the values. Just I'll solve the one more problem here. Computation of mean and coefficient by about mean. Okay. So how to calculate mean deviation through mean? First, we need to find out the x bar. Summation of x by n is equal to, what is summation of x? The total of this 675 divided by 9, we got 75. Here, 75 x minus x bar, 45 minus 75, we'll get minus 30. So we'll ignore the signs here, we'll take only 30. Same we need to calculate 70 minus 75. So we'll get the model. Then if we total that, we'll get summation of mod d. Then mean deviation is equal to summation of mod d modulus of d divided by n. 138 divided by 9, we get 15.33. Then the coefficient of mean deviation. So here we have solved through mean, we'll take the divide by mean. So same problem you can solve. I'll give the assignment problem to calculate through median. Next, calculate mean deviation and its coefficient from the following data. So here we have this is the data kind of discrete series. We have variables as well as frequency. Here they give the number of students. This is frequency. This is x. First we'll calculate through mean. So how to calculate mean in discrete series? Formula is summation of fx divided by n. Fx means f into x. So 61 into 8 will get 480. If we total that, we'll get the summation of fx, that is 63. 1 means 6313 divided by n is sum of frequency. You will get 63.13. Again, just do the mod d, modulus of d. X minus x bar. X bar is equal to 63.13. X is equal to 61 minus 63.13, we get 2.3, means minus we'll get, but you need to take only values, not the signs. Then whatever the modulus of d we get, just multiply with the frequency, we'll get summation f into modulus of d. If we total that, we'll get a summation of f into modulus of d. Mean deviation formula, summation of f into modulus d divided by n. Modulus d we got 86.46 divided by 100, we get 0.86. Now calculate the coefficient of mean deviation. Mean deviation divided by mean. Here we calculating through mean, that is mean. So we got the answer 0.13696. Next problem. Calculate mean deviation and its coefficient from mean as well as median from the following data. So in this problem, we need to calculate mean and median both. So you know how to calculate mean. So just f into x, we'll work on mean. So fx. So we got the mean as 140.793. So here, like always, you don't need to go within a direct method only for calculating mean. We have in other methods also. You can use any method. They will not mention that you need to calculate through step deviation. You need to calculate it through shortcut method, assumed mean. So you can go with any method, but you need to find out the mean. So after the mean, so you need to work on this. Again, we got the mean here. So modulus d x minus x bar is equal to 140.796. You'll get the values. After getting that values, multiply with frequency. 31 into 25, you'll get these values, summation of f. So using these values, find out the mean deviation. Summation of f into modulus d. We have the already value is here 3950.25 divided by n is